Hey guys, Logan Richardson to Season 12, Episode 5 of Criminal Minds. Here we go.
I love this one. Turn it down. I don't want my parents to hear us.
You're already busted. Your mom's been blowing up your phone with texts.
Yeah, she hates when I break her view.
She's in Criminal Minds? What the hell? Oh no, is she gonna die? She's gonna die already? Damn it. Her name's Kaylee, right? Kaylee Bryant, maybe? Oh. Damn.
For me?
No, not for you. It's for Roxy, but you have opposable thumbs, so you can open it for her.
Oh, biscuits.
Yeah, they're all organic.
A sweater.
Oh, isn't it amazing?
It is amazing.
What was that?
What was what?
You paused.
No, I didn't.
You don't like it?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, you might be a profiler in training, but I'm a profiler by association, and I can tell a lie when I hear one, and liar.
You know, Roxy, she's on a raw food diet.
Oh. They're mostly peanut butter, but my bad. Okay. But this is great, huh?
Yeah, and this is...
Oh boy.
The Bergstrom family was killed in their home in Winona, Minnesota last night. Mother, father, and little boy all shot execution style.
There was a survivor, teenage daughter.
Yeah, 17-year-old Amanda. She was out past her curfew at the time of the murders.
And she's the one that found the bodies.
It almost seems like a hitman snenario.
Maybe a mafia retaliation kill, but that doesn't seem
Is
like
she in
it
protective
Winona,
custody?
Minnesota.
But it does seem like a revenge killing.
The daughter Amanda, where is she?
Protective custody in case the unsub Caesar's unfinished business.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
We fly.
We good? We fly. I miss Hodge. He seems young. He is after her. Somebody hates her. I wouldn't mess with her, she's a witch.
So Bridget was having an affair?
Yeah, I looked at their financials. She's got a credit card secret just in her name with charges to a motel just outside of town and nothing else.
Might have cut things off, causing them to go off the deep end. Can you get us a name?
Yeah, I'm already into it. You'll have Loverboy's ID ASAP.
What about Amanda, the sole survivor? Any motive there?
Deep sigh. I hate that you're asking that. And deep sigh again. I am bound by duty to report the facts. It was a modest insurance policy. 17-year-old Amanda is the beneficiary.
$100,000.
It would seem like all the money in the world to a teenager.
Whatever set the sun sub off, you made the whole family pay for it.
Okay, JJ, Spencer, Emily, you go directly to the crime scene. Luke, you're with me. We'll set up HQ with the local PD.
It's so weird without Hodge, it really is.
Unsub entered on the second floor through the cut screen. He had to be physically fit. He knew the house well enough to know this was the room to enter.
Friend
We
of
went
the
straight to the
family.
parents' room.
Potential ex-boyfriend.
You wanted to remove the greatest threat first.
She was attempting to flee when the unsub shot her.
Did he enjoy watching her terror and panic, or was it inexperience on his part? Bridget's scream.
So the unsub heads down the hallway. Kevin was coming out of his bedroom.
Mom?
Damn.
What about the wife? Bridget. We heard she might be stepping out on her husband.
Now, that was an open secret. She was seeing Ron Ferguson. They met at the gym. He was a trainer.
Was? What happened?
Sticky fingers. Ronnie got caught stealing personal items from lockers. They called us over, but nobody pressed charges. Just sent him packing.
Ferguson sounds like bad news.
There's no altar boy. A couple DUIs and a few assault convictions.
Jesus.
Bar fights mostly, but nothing like this. You don't think he's involved in this, do you?
Guy's got a temper.
It's possible, but I don't.
Where's he
I don't
now?
know.
Living off unemployment just outside town, out by I-90.
Ronald Ferguson, FBI. Would like to ask you a few questions.
This takes me back. I didn't do nothing. We want to know about Bridget Bergstrom.
Well, that was messed up. But I didn't have nothing to do with it.
It was messed up, man.
Okay. Where were you last night?
Waited with him while he got stitched up. I didn't get home till almost 6 a.m. And there were security cameras in the waiting area. You can check.
We will.
It's the truth. No matter what that little liar says. And she blackmailed me for almost a year. Threatened to tell her dad all the time.
Ooh.
Amanda acts all innocent, but she's always working some angle.
Oh, sweetie, she wouldn't have stayed mad at you. Okay, please believe that.
She said she was disappointed in me. That's the last text she sent. And I ignored it. After my dad broke his leg, he got addicted. And, it was really bad for a while.
And that's when your mom started having the affair.
He's always yelling at everybody. I didn't want to tell him about Ron because I didn't want him to give up. He was doing NA and everything, and he was doing really good, and then my mom even thought so, and so when he got his 6-month chip, she broke up with Ron.
How did Ron feel about that?
Okay, I guess. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was already seeing somebody else.
Oh.
Things were just starting to get good again.
Seeing someone else? Who was he seeing?
Why is my family dead?
Just got off the phone with Garcia. Ferguson's alibi checks out.
I can't even begin to imagine it. Her whole family gone in the blink of an eye. She's devastated.
Ferguson seems
Yeah, I
to
don't
think
think she's
that Amanda was
involved.
some kind of conniving shrew.
She has an aunt and uncle in Seattle. They flew in today, so it sounds like she'll be going home with them.
We know Ferguson's way too disorganized to pull this off, so where does that leave us?
That leaves
The
us
family had their
at
problems, but they were
other
getting back on track.
And
scenarios.
yet someone wanted this family dead.
But it doesn't make sense.
I
that
honestly
they'd be
would look at
targeted
school.
by a family annihilator. So the Bergstroms could be surrogates, meaning our unsub will probably strike again.
That's possible too. That would blow my idea out of the water. Which means it's about to blow. It's about to blow it out of the water. That's shit. Damn. God. Alright, I mean, we can reestablish something here if it's kind of a similar situation. Did you lock the door?
Sir, I can't hear you. If you're unable to speak, just press any button. Are you there, sir?
Oh.
FBI! Body down! Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
So we left him alive.
What you did, calling 911, that was brave.
That call saved your life.
I did it.
Anything?
He's traumatized.
I wonder if they're surrogates for his own family, like the unsub's own family.
Walking. And he stopped.
The unsub must have known he was there. If he was in that bedroom, he would have seen the puddle just like Alves did.
The unsub deliberately spared him.
But not out of compassion.
He wanted them to feel the pain of losing their family.
It's gotta be someone who's lost their family.
Victimology.
His narcissism often manifests as rage directed at a specific family member, prompting him to murder the entire family as an act of punishment or revenge. He then blames the object of his rage for his violent outburst.
His sophistication is apparent in the fact that the object of his rage is deliberately spared rather than murdered. This allows the unsub the satisfaction of inflicting ongoing psychological pain.
Amanda Bergstrom and Matthew Doherty may be surrogates for individuals who wronged the unsub when he himself was an adolescent.
Amanda and Matt both attend Pillsbury High School, and we have not identified any other connection between them or their families.
Pay close attention to the faculty and administrators at the high school.
A lot of the parents are wondering if we should shut down the high school.
The school itself has not been a scene of violence.
Now I'll turn it over to Mr. Bakken, our school counselor.
Thanks, Mrs. Dahl. And welcome to all members of our Pillsbury family. I'd like us all to start by acknowledging the hurt
what if it's
each
him?
and every one of us has experienced this week. Students, if you're here with a parent, please turn to him or her now and just...
I don't need some loser in a cardigan sweater telling me my kid's freaked out. I need to know the son of a bitch who did this is going to jail.
People in Austin? What are you looking at, loser?
The school counselor is the killer.
Oh, man.
Actually, some studies indicate that men take twice as many selfies as women because it's considered to be an acceptable form of male vanity.
How many pictures of yourself do you really need? And they're basically making the same expression that... Oh my god. Am I officially not young?
You've of the portrait of everlasting youth.
Basically, both of their Facebook pages are just an outpouring of love and support from their peers. And it's touching, really, and it's very... There's a tiny tributary of nasty comments from some of their peers saying that Matt and Amanda got what they deserved.
Well, they're kids. Kids can be cruel and thoughtless.
Right, but we all know that cruelty is sometimes inspired by previous action, which made me wonder what Matt and Amanda might have done to provoke some of their peers for saying these things on their Facebooks. So I looked into their school records, and both Matt and Amanda have complaints against them for harassing behavior.
They're bullies. If the unsub was bullied himself as a teenager, that could be the original narcissistic wound that's fueling his present-day rage. Turning his surrogate victimizers into victims is the point for our unsub.
Bullying leaves lasting scars. Our unsub could be a teacher or staff member at the school who sees himself as an avenger of students who are current victims of bullying. As someone who punishes the bullies when no one else does.
Staff of Pillsbury High and identifying anyone who was bullied as a kid.
Oh yeah, digital shovels all throwing up dirt.
We also need a list of any other known bullies at the school so that we can warn and protect their families.
Not only is he the school administrator who's in charge of handling bullying complaints from the students, but when he was 15, he was charged with assault. He was arrested.
Coming forward requires courage and a willingness to claim the pain. That's hard. And sometimes, I'm sorry to say, can make things worse for the victim.
I bet some of these kids were best friends with the people who started bullying them in junior high and high school.
That's right. And it only intensifies the pain for them.
Was that your experience?
My best friend, all through elementary school and junior high. All of a sudden, he turned into a popular kid, and I didn't. At first, I fought with my fists. That doesn't solve anything. It just landed me in more trouble. I've worked through my own experience.
Shit.
It's
not this guy.
School, so I wouldn't project my own experience onto any of the students.
Garcia sent the addresses of 6 students to your phones. They're the most notorious bullies at the school.
Potential
now, they and their families are in immediate danger. We need to warn them. All right, let's go.
These 6 little shits are in danger.
That's the house up there.
Imagine, hey, Mrs. and Mrs. whatever. Mr. and Mrs. whatever. We need to put you into protective custody because your child's a piece of shit.
Austin, my son. My boy. My boy is dead. That's my boy. Please help him.
Could it have been the person he tripped? Okay, this is different.
Emmy's preliminary time of death confirms that we couldn't have missed him by more than a few minutes.
Seems extreme overkill here.
Yeah, very.
Shot 6 times and then bludgeoned, decompensating.
He's evolving.
He destroyed this room.
Austin's room.
The other murders, the unsub left the homes undisturbed.
He absolutely destroyed this
Certainly
room.
looks like this is what he bludgeoned the victim with.
Yeah, you know, everything about this, the overkill, trashing the room, going after Austin's prizes, it fights against our profile of mission-oriented organization and impulse control.
Well, he's more stressed now. He knows we're close.
I think it's younger than we thought.
His behavior reads juvenile.
Yep.
You know, I heard that Matt cried in the closet when his family was getting killed.
For real?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that?
And from 9th grade until about a week ago, Matt Doherty made your life a living hell.
I know, but still.
No wonder you're a punching bag. Do you even remember why we started the anti-terror squad?
To help protect each other from bullies in school.
And we said the bullies are terrorists. Do you remember that? You know what some politicians say? The best way to handle terrorists is to take out their whole families.
It's messed up, man. Nobody's family deserves to die like that. Not even the families of real terrorists.
Pull over.
They didn't do anything wrong.
I'd rather walk.
This is a really big pool. I've got 27 names.
Any of those students
Yeah,
bullied
but-
by all 3?
Is anything cross?
No.
Like Bakken said, most victims never come forward.
So I'm seeing the tip of a really big iceberg.
Nobody wants to be a snitch.
He said that Amanda and Matt deserved what happened to them.
I feel really bad about what happened. I do, but for like a nanosecond, I thought the same thing. Don't judge. I already feel guilty enough about it.
People are dead.
But if you're wrong, you could ruin Kyle's life. Think about it. He could get railroaded by all the hysterical nutcases in this town and end up on death row and the star of Making a Murder Season 8.
Kyle's off the rails. We need to tell somebody.
Hey.
No one told me that the squad was meeting.
Oh, it's not really a meeting.
Yeah, it kind of looks like one.
Yikes, Kyle.
The pool of suspects is still too big.
Garcia, can you cross-check the names you pulled with any mentions on social media of bullying?
They warn each other about which stairwells and bathrooms to avoid on any given day. They walk each other to and from school, that kind of thing.
I tell Henry school's a safe place. For these kids, it's anything but.
They call themselves the anti-terror squad, so they see themselves as righteous.
The unsub may be one or all 6 of these kids.
It's one.
Garcia, I need you to locate their cell phones.
Sure. They're on the exact same place. All 6 of them are in a classroom at Pillsbury High.
Oh boy.
All right, look, there's 5 cell phones here and there's 6 members of the club.
Garcia.
If his friends turned on him, the unsub would experience that as a huge betrayal. He's been killing for them, and he's just discovered they're not grateful to him for it.
Okay. He's an only child. Mom left him as a toddler. His dad's an alcoholic.
That explains why he's mature.
Without a reliable caretaker, he was parentified at an early age.
And now he switched the focus of his rage from bullies to his own peer group.
He's making a statement.
You don't have to do this, Kyle. I didn't have to do any of it. I did this for you, Zach.
Dude.
And you, Megan, Sam, Ryan, Josh, I did this. Or spit on, I did this for me.
Please, Kyle!
Shut up! Keep walking!
It's not the answer,
Kyle
man.
Oakland has been bullied for a lot of years by a lot of kids. I mean, a lot of kids.
He unleashed on Austin Settergren. What did Austin do to him?
Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, so Austin was the ringleader of a particular horrifying incident that happened a few years back.
We need to know where it happened.
Happened right there at the basketball courts of the school.
This place is a maze.
Garcia, can you guide us?
Absolutely.
This place is a maze. They always are.
Where are we going?
You are just like everybody else.
Sorry, Kyle. I'm sorry.
You will be.
He's devolved so much.
You're under arrest. Stand down.
Stay back! I've got a gun. I'll use it.
Nobody's gonna shoot you. You are not in danger.
I know that I'm not getting out of here. I am ready.
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Here we go.
Oh, please don't.
Come on, get it.
I know they left you out here all night, and you weren't found until the next morning, and that nothing happened to the people who did that to you.
You don't care. Nobody cares.
I do care,
People do care.
and I'm sorry. Bakken failed you. Everybody failed you, and they made everything worse. But Kyle, what you're doing now, this makes everything so much worse, and I know you don't want to be responsible for that.
Freedom is what you do with what's been done to you. Jean-Paul Sartre.
I was just thinking about how you and Roxy probably saw some pretty intense stuff while you were at the Rangers, and maybe a pink sweater isn't her thing. Not that pink isn't super badass, just sweaters are restrictive, and this might be more her jam.
Hey, this is dope.
You like it?
Yes, thank you.
Well, to prevent myself from random acts of dog kindness, not every day, mind you, because that would be excessive.
Oh yeah, and you're the queen of moderation.
I am the queen of it.
Heading to O'Keefe's for a drink. You in?
Oh, hell yes. I'm ready to call ahead for my margarita.
I'm in.
What?
Let's go.
Oh, you're not fooling me, Albus. He just wants us to think he's a smoldering basket of mystique and contradictions. I don't buy it.
Hey, I just want a beer.
Well, maybe a glimmer of hope for you yet. But just so you know, the new guy pays.
That's great. Bullying. The never-ending disaster of childhood and growing up and school. It's tough. I would say, I mean, it's hard to counteract it, and it's a thing that's always gonna be there. But there's also lines, like, there are bullying lines where, like, that's, like, seriously? You're gonna tie a kid to the freaking basketball pole and you're gonna throw the basketball at his face? Like, that's really fucked up. I mean, there are lines. There are levels of everything. There's bullying that is, whatever. Like, some people saying some just mean, rude things. And then there's, like, abuse bullying. Like, that was abuse bullying. Like, that's, like, no. Like, you should never go that far. People are always going to say shit to you, and people are always going to not like you, and, you know, critique you, and yell at you, and say things about your appearance, or your looks, or how you dress, or whatever, and that's always going to be a thing. And whether or not you're in school, or you're where I'm sitting right now, or whatever, I mean, you're gonna get that. I've been called every single name you could possibly be called from a bunch of idiots behind a screen. So, yeah. And it's one thing, a lot of people don't have the balls to do it in person, especially nowadays. You're still going to have that, but for the most part, people who bully others are really just trying to get other people down to their level, for the most part. Their lives are just sad and pathetic, so they're trying to make other people's lives sad, so they can have some sort of, I don't know, joy. But yeah, there are ways of counteracting it. There are ways of combating it, fighting back. And there are ways you should not ever fight back. Like, you never want to go down to their level. Because that means they win. And if it's online and shit, the easiest thing to do is literally hit the block button. If it's in person, I mean, you gotta tell people, you gotta talk to people about it. And even if they don't listen, or if they're not gonna do anything about it, keep on. Be annoying. Like, be annoying. Just keep on going back, being like, hey, so what are we gonna do? Or get other people involved, or whatnot. And, yeah, see where that goes. And the best thing possible with bullying, and it's so easy to not go down that route, but you know you. You know, everybody knows themselves. I mean, kids don't really know themselves well. They kind of grow into themselves. But, like, why care what other people have to think? That's how I've always been. That's how I was always raised, I guess. How I always grew up. Why do I care? Why do I care what this little shit has to say? I was never physically bullied. Physical bullies, just, you really just gotta stand up, punch them in the nose, kick them in the balls. You know, maybe you'll get in trouble, but, like, you gotta tell people. Report it. If people aren't listening, go somewhere else. Report it, and just don't stop, you know. But don't hurt anybody outside of, like, that immediate, like, get off me kind of. You have a right to defend yourself. That's your right. You have a right to defend yourself. If someone's hitting you or something like that, freaking hit them where it hurts. Kick them in the balls. Punch them in the throat. But don't kill their families. Don't kill people. I have 6 counts of murder, 5 counts of attempted murder. Because this is what happens if you kill people. Your life is over and you're a child. That's 110 years. I'm assuming this individual is around 16, 17. Maybe younger. Maybe 18, I don't know. But we're going to do a minimum of 20 behind bars. That'll take them to about 30-something. We're then going to monitor for the next 20 years. So that'll take them to about 40, 50. And then, yeah, we'll see if those things are passed. Those, you know, are you approved? Do we approve you? Are you good? Are you maintaining your paroles? Are you checking in? Are you passing your drug tests? Do you not have firearms? You know, stuff like that. That's what's going to happen. Because I'm a firm believer that if you're a kid and you commit crimes, you shouldn't lose your life. Like, you shouldn't be thrown away for the rest of your life. Because kids are stupid, and that's just the reality of it. I feel like I was dumb until I was like 20. 21, maybe. Like, and then I feel like I actually was kind of had a thought process now. But yeah, that's where I stand on that. But anyways, moving forward. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. See y'all next time.